What's going on, guys? Andrew Acevedo here, back with another video, and as you can see, I have a ginormous smile on my face because I couldn't be happy. The Steve Cohen has finally made a few nice moves. James McCann, really good, brought his catcher in. Trevor May, solid reliever, but we all were waiting. We were sitting patiently waiting for that blockbuster. We all thought it was Springer, maybe it was going to be Bauer. This Francisco Lindor was in the beginning of the winter, and we're like, that'd be a cool piece. But then I thought to myself, why are we going to trade assets? We wait a year. Maybe, he goes somewhere he doesn't want to go to. And finally, Jeff Passan. I'm out here working. I legit just got back to this setup last night, and I had to go unload my truck. I'm moving down to Missouri. So I was working this whole morning. And I get home, as soon as I step back into my grandparents' house, I get the Twitter notification from Anthony DiComo, and there's like 7 Twitter notifications from DiComo. I'm like, and all it reads is Mets and Indians blockbuster. I'm like, they got Francisco Lindor, and they didn't just get Francisco Lindor. The trade is the New York Mets have acquired Francisco Lindor and Carlos Carrasco in exchange for shortstop Andres Jimenez, Ahmed Rosario, prospects Josh Wolf, and Isaiah Green. As a Met fan, I think Mets fans are just ecstatic. I was just jumping around my house for like the last 5 minutes, and I'm like, I need to get because I don't have all my stuff. I just picked up my mic. I just went and grabbed my bag and brought it all down up here. Holy shit, the Mets got Francisco Lindor, and they didn't just get Lindor. They filled the shortstop hole. It really wasn't even a hole, but you bring in the best shortstop in baseball. But they fill a hole they needed a starting pitcher, and they go bring in Carlos Carrasco. And I think that's the bigger piece. Lindor is the main name, the Mets didn't need a shortstop. Jimenez would have been fine at short. The Mets needed a starting pitcher, and not only did they get Lindor, they get Carlos Carrasco to fill in that number 2 spot behind Jacob deGrom until Noah Syndergaard comes up. Let's just start talking about it. Francisco Lindor, the best shortstop in baseball, he had a rough 2020. I will say that. Not a good year for Mr. Smile, and had kind of a slower second half. But last year, in 236 at-bats, had an OPS above average of 750, 415 slug, 335 OPS, batting average at 260. That's a bad year for Francisco Lindor. When you're getting a 260 hitter who still had 8 homers, drove in 27 runs, stole 6 bases, not 26 bases, stole 6 bases. For his career, he's a career 285 hitter, OPS 833. He's got 138 home runs in his career. His best year was obviously in 2018, hit 38 homers, 92 RBIs, OPS 871. Was in the MVP, finished 6th in the MVP voting that year. He's finished 2nd in Rookie of the Year. He's got a platinum glove defensively. He's Gold Glove shortstop. He's a 4-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glove, a platinum glove, and a 2-time Silver Slugger at shortstop. Was a first-round pick in 2011. That loaded 2011 draft with him and Javi Baez. And Carlos Correa was 2014. But besides the point, he might have been actually in the same class. But again, the big thing with Francisco Lindor is he will be a free agent at the end of this season, which is the question. Are the Mets going to get him extended? And that would just put the icing on the cake for this trade. Is now they got Francisco Lindor for this season. Now they need to lock him up for 5 to 7 more seasons in the blue and orange. So the Mets go get the best shortstop in baseball. It's not Fernando Tatis. It's not Trevor Story. It's Francisco Lindor. And Trevor Story is available too. Not only did they go out and get Lindor, they get Carlos Carrasco, which the Mets desperately needed a starter in the rotation. And last year, in how many starts did he make? In 68 innings, had a 2.91 ERA, struck out 82 batters. And in his career, he's a career 3.77 ERA. And you look at it and you're like, okay, that's not terrible. It's about average. The Mets just need a number 3 to number 2 pitcher. You give me a low 3 in most of his ERAs. 3 in 2014 at 2.55, 2015 3.36, 3.32, 3.29, 3.38. 2019 was rough. He was battling cancer, had a 5.29 ERA in those years. The guy can produce innings. He's semi-stayed healthy. Before he started, he had to battle cancer. He's always been about 100 and 134 in 2014, 183 in 2015, 146, 200 flat, 192, 80, and 68 the past couple years. Obviously, he's battling cancer. Cookie probably would be our number, I would say, to begin the season, probably number 2, barring they make another move. Now they can go right as I speak, right now, DeGrom, Carrasco, Stroman at the 1, 2, 3. Add Noah Syndergaard, David Peterson, and I think they're going to add a starter. I don't know if they were interested in Kluber and Paxton, which I did not talk about because obviously I've been moving. I've been in a car for the last 3 days and moving ahead of that time. Now I'm good for a couple weeks until I have to move into my new house, which hopefully, Springer, whatever next happens, I will be here. But obviously, if they get Springer, that'll happen in video eventually. And so yeah, let's talk about what they gave up. Let's start with Andres Jimenez, who was a top prospect for the Mets, came up last year, took Ahmed Rosario's job, which they got traded together. Jimenez had a really solid season, 263 average, OPS 732, really good defensive shortstop. He's a smaller guy, he's a slap hitter, but I think he's only 22 years old. The power is going to come for this kid. This kid's going to, he hit 3 homers. He could probably pop you 15 homers, eventually down the line, maybe 15, maybe 20 homers. He's got a great swing, great defensively. I like Jimenez. I wasn't interested in trading him if we were just going to get Lindor. Now I'm adding Carrasco. If that was the beat to get Carrasco, fine, take him. Good player, though. Really good defensively. Here's the problem. Here's the other piece. Ahmed Rosario had a really bad year last year. A disappointing year. 252 average, OPS of 643, below average. Guy doesn't walk. Guy swings a lot, strikes out a lot. Defensively, he's got stone hands at times. He can make when he's feeling good. Sometimes he's a really good defender, but most of the time he's got stone hands. At short, I don't know where they'll play. Maybe they'll play him at second, but Ahmed is not a great defensively. We thought 2019 he actually had a pretty solid year, hit 287, OPS 755, and we thought he would build on that. He did not. He regressed. That's why Jimenez took his job. I'm a little easier to let go Rosario. Again, I wanted to keep Jimenez, but then not adding Carrasco, that would be fine. Let's go to the prospects. The Mets traded 2 second-round picks from this past draft. Josh Wolf, I believe, was the first second-round pick, 53rd overall in 2019. Hard-throwing right-handed pitcher. 6'3". Good stuff. MLB.com has him as MLB ready in 2023. 6'3", 170, right-handed. I think he's fastball slider kind of guy. I think middle of the rotation stuff. Pretty solid pitcher. He's the number 9 prospect in the Mets system and the number 10 prospect who was a second-round pick. Compensation, second-round pick in 2020, number 69 overall. Nice. Isaiah Green, who's a left-handed outfielder, 6'1", 19 years old. They have a lot of power potential in this kid. Great left-handed swing. A lot of people were happy the Mets drafted him in the compensation round. He's 19, so he's got ways to go. They have him in 2024. He played in rookie ball with Josh Wolf, obviously, because of COVID. They didn't have any minor league seasons. Hopefully, we're getting the minor league season back in May this year, which I'll be very excited for. But for the Mets, they didn't have to give up their top 5 prospects. Mauricio, Alvarez, Beatty, Allen, Pete Armstrong. And they didn't even have to give up. They gave up their 4th best pitching prospect in Wolf, because now they kept Matt Allen, obviously he's the best. JT Ginn, who they drafted this year, he kept him, and Thomas Kopecky, the lefty. So they got Josh Wolf out of him. Again, I didn't like trading prospects, but a couple of middle of the pack prospects to get Carlos Carrasco and Francisco Lindor. I don't think anybody can say no. I think Passan retweeted, I believe, I think Passan tweeted out how the Mets got less for Carrasco with Lindor than the Padres got for Snell. So the Mets gave up less to get Carrasco, who's older, obviously. He's 33. Snell, I believe, is 28. So there's a 5-year difference. But adding Lindor with Carrasco, the Mets got a really good deal here. What do you guys think in the comment section below? What do you guys think of this trade? Do you think it's a W, an L for the Mets? Obviously, I think we all know who's the real winner of this trade. But leave in the comment if you believe in the Indians and you like Josh Wolf, JT Ginn, or Ahmed Rosario, or Jimenez. Leave in the comment section down below. What do you think? Met fans, we need to get some discussion. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subs. Turn notification bell, because this is not going to be the only Met blockbuster. The Mets are going to make some more moves. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.